Hey guys, Ron Simone Jr. here. One Stop Realty Shop, NetU, the After School Challenge, NJ Businesses, NJ Sell It here. Again, guys, join up on these groups. Also, subscribe to our YouTube, One Stop Realty Shop, your real estate superheroes, the only real estate superheroes. So some good news, we have another closing next week. One of our investors that buys a couple properties a year from us, let me turn off this volume, is actually closing on a property. He's going to fix it up. It was actually a 3-family. He's going to fix it up and rent it out. Again, guys, everybody wants to be a flipper. But again, in today's market, again, you heard it here first at One Stop Realty Shop. History always repeats itself. If your biggest investment in the world is your home, or if you're a contractor or an investor, your biggest investment is your properties. So again, today, a couple years ago when they were giving better deals out on homes, the market's great, the market's going well. But again, it's not the time that we feel to be buying, flipping in homes because, again, you're not getting the prices of the houses that you used to get 4, 5, 10 years ago. So now, just like, again, how we say history repeats itself, you should buy something, an investment property, get it at a good number, and again, have it as an income property. What's up, Jay and Steve's? What's up, my man? Helen, how are you doing? And Rachel, what's going on? Hope you guys are enjoying your Saturday morning. So we're on our way to go get paper signed with the investor. We'll be doing the final walkthrough next week. Again, he remains nameless at the time because doesn't what about another guy that played at Rutgers with me. Go RU. Speaking of houses, again, if anybody has been watching and following us this whole time, you see that again back in October, somebody crashed into my house. Like parked in my garage. Parked in my bedroom like a garage. Again, we've been waiting probably about 9 months now, almost, before we haven't even started the work on the house. We are actually investing in putting an addition on the house, and we hired a company. First of all, we hired Mike Kewer from Home Claims guy out of Pennsylvania. Again, guys, I wouldn't recommend using him. We tried to do the right thing, and this is what our message is today. Do your job. Just do your job. Okay? People don't do their jobs anymore. Again, you hear the investor closing on a property. He's not going to let it sit there. He's not going to put terrible material in there so his clients, tenants, again, you got to give in order to get. So we hired a home adjuster. That was a referral, hoping he was going to help us out. The guy wound up costing us money. Mike Kewer from Home Claim Guides wound up costing us money, and again backing out, like a coward once we got in his grill. We put in complaints. Again, guys, you have to understand. People are always going to try and take advantage of you. Eddie, what's going on, my man? Hey, Melissa. But people are always going to try and take advantage of you. That's what this world is made of. Again, there's very few people that are honest out there. Very few people that aren't selfish in terms of seeing what people need help, what people need in their lives, how it affects their lives. So I would definitely never, ever recommend Home Claim Guide, especially somebody that doesn't, come in there and when he realizes he's wrong. Again, people make mistakes. People do things wrong. It's the way you handle the mistakes. It's the way you try and fix your problems. Again, a coward is always going to back out. Now, everybody sees like this has affected, obviously, and I'm sure many people. I spoke to a woman yesterday that messaged me on Facebook and told me she had seen her mother's car had gone through her house and she almost got killed in her bedroom. So it was just a funny coincidence, but there's many people out there. Remember, guys, we're all the same. Okay? Everybody experiences loss. Everybody experiences heartbreak. Everybody experiences love or what you think is love. Everybody goes through hard times. Everybody has family problems. Remember, this is why we say we're just like you. Yo, what's up, Mr. Direct? Last night, we were on the show Adult Confessions with Mr. Direct. Sign up to his Facebook page. Check him out. We got a lot of things going on with him. Again, he's helping us with the after-school challenge cameras and the streaming. We're almost there. Almost there. About another week, and we should have what we need to go. Brandon's been filling out grants for the school down in Pittsburgh. Stephanie Dale's been helping us write out the plans for the grants and going over our business marketing plan. When you're looking at it again, this is people focused on one goal. This is people focused on helping each other. Again, Jen Marr, created by Jen Marr. Anybody looking for hardwood floors, cabinet refacing, anything like that having to do, got wood, call these people. Sil Mendez, Park Ave Remodeling. Stephanie, thanks for helping us out with the insurance again. And Shad, thanks for giving us the opportunity to try and work with you. Dan Ram, again, this is what we do. These are people focused. Dan Ram Designs is doing our wrap of the truck and starting some of our signs up. This is people that do their job. This is people focused on one goal, and that's to please their clients. Again, now, everybody knows what we've been going through with the insurance company. Everybody knows what we've been going on. Hey, what's up, Kristen? Everybody knows what we've been going on with the insurance company, if you've been following, how terrible these insurance companies are and how you're just a number. And really, honestly, nobody cares. At the same time, everybody knows what we've been dealing with the home adjusters. And again, a coward always backs out of a deal. A coward always threatens you with, again, somebody looking at my size. Oh, he's a big guy. He's scary. He's this. A coward is always going to be a coward. Now, again, we sit there and, again, we were going to do an addition onto the property, and we hired an architect. First of all, we called about 10 architects, and none of them returned calls, as we always say. None of them returned calls. One person came out from Aberdeen and again, explaining to her my situation, that this is affecting my life, my livelihood, said she couldn't do the job. She didn't want to take it on. It was too much for her. Okay? Wouldn't even give me an estimate. Okay? Then we take a referral from another guy, and we referred Arthur J. Henn Architects. Okay? Now this is exactly what bad business is. Exactly what bad business is. Okay? The guy came out one time. Okay, the owner comes out, meets you the first time. Okay, you decide to go with them because he works out a number with you. Now, again, worked out a price of $4,000. $4,000 to do the drawings or the plans on my home. Okay, now it's been about 4 months. The owner came out and met me the first time. Then he sent one of his henchmen out, okay, to do his stuff. And maybe sat with me 2-3 times, okay? Didn't do his research and had to he drew the plans and had to redraw them because he didn't do the research on the frontage and the setbacks on my property, okay? Now we finalize the plans. Again, remember, he said he was charging me $4,000 in order to do the plans for this. Now, 4 months later comes, the henchman went on vacation for 2 weeks, didn't even tell me. And every time that you're doing stuff like this is affecting money out of your pocket, longer times. Again, when you're buying homes or when you're fixing homes or when you're flipping homes, no one ever takes into the accountability of time is money. Okay? Time is costly. People's lives are affected. And again, this is what happens. People are greedy, they're selfish, and after 4 months of waiting to get my architectural drawings done and the constant mistakes and lack of communication, they turn around and try to send us a bill of $8,000 and change. Okay? Now, again, have a written contract of $4,000, and he even tried to sneak in $4,500, $4,000, the range of $4,000 to $4,500. which I called him out again on the first day that I signed the contract and was a little skeptical there. And he told me, don't worry, it's going to be $4,000. We'll keep it around $4,000. All of a sudden, 4 months later, get hit with a $8,000 bill just for drawings in my house. Now they're, again, mess up, going on vacation, no communication, no itemized bills, not even letting me know what they're charging me for, or telling me that this is going to cost more, this and that. Now I have a great contractor, been a friend of mine since we're kids, Joe Bishara, from Joe Bishara Contracting. Now he's been along the way the whole time. And again, no mention of extra charges, no mention of what we're being charged for. Hey, Laura. Hey, Michelle. Hey, Kristen. How are you? So now we get hit with an $8,000 bill. Now, when you call the owner and you tell the owner, like, hey, what is this bill about? Blah, blah, blah. Oh, we did some extra work. Oh, we made the house a little bit bigger than projected. Remember, guys, if I'm a real estate agent, I can't go in and charge somebody a 4, 5, 6% commission, and then when the job is done, come in and tell them I did an extraordinary job, or I did a little more work than expected. Okay, I got to charge you more money. A deal is a deal is a deal is a deal. And this is where greed sets in. And this is where bad business sets in. Because if the owner of the company had actually paid attention and was going over everything like he said he would from the beginning, okay, and didn't pass it off to somebody else, everybody, hey Janice, how are you? Janice Garofolo, Iron Butterfly. If you're not passing it off to somebody else and trying to make them do your work and still collect money, again, this is the world we live in. In real estate, companies out there, big corporate companies out there, and you see people marketing all the time. Oh, come work with us, come join my team. It's the pyramid scheme, like we say. Now, again, you need workers when you open up a business. Everybody does. And you try to make money off of other people. But guess what? Okay? If you don't train them properly, if you don't train them how to communicate, communication, real talk, Mr. Direct, real talk, telling people, letting people know. Again, if I list your house for a month, I'm communicating with you throughout that whole month. Not in the beginning of the month, not at the end of the month. Okay? If you're being charged for something, you have to itemize it. You have to tell people. And again, guys, this is why it's so important to keep records of everything. The reason that nobody gets a one-up on me, because I hate one-uppers. I hate liars. I hate one-uppers. Be about real business. Be about what's doing right about your client. And again, now we called up the owner of Arthur J. Henn Architects, and the guy told me he's keeping my deposit, and he took his price down to $6,000 and something dollars. I said, we have a signed contract here, and there's no mention. Now, again, because I keep all my stuff. Jordan, check this shit out. Listen. So now, because I keep all my records of everything, and I'm very, very well prepared, because nobody's going to get the best of me. I have all the records. I have all the emails. Okay? And again, we have a signed contract for $4,000 to $4,500. So when I went over that with him, and when I went over that, this was never communicated what we were being charged for. I'd like you to produce an itemized bill. Remember, guys, always ask for the proof. Always ask for the proof, because then you'll find out if the guy's a real man and a real businessman, or a coward like a Mike Kewer or Arthur J. Henn. So what happens? I call up my contractor, Joe Bishara, went out of his way, again, not getting paid, but tried to go in and settle the deal. Now, again, the guy made my house a little bigger than expected, as he said. And I told him, I said, you know what? Fair. I'll turn around now. Again, this is good business, guys. This is good business. You feel you did a little bit of extra work? Okay, the estimate was $4,000. I'll give you $5,000. Okay, just for your little bit of extra work. Okay, now you turn around. He sits there and negotiates a price with Joe and says $5,500. So $500. Okay, now we already sent him a referral, a $10,000 job that he's charging one of my clients. Okay, and he's fighting with me over $500 after doing bad business. Okay, so naturally, what did he do? I told him, this is what we're going to do. This isn't a threat, it's a promise. And this is the only way to get things done, because the law doesn't work for you. The law is a bunch of little spoiled politicians going back and forth that hide behind laws that are man-made, okay? And they do nothing for you, the law. It's an overpriced system to try and make money, okay? You have to have the other avenues in terms of media, again, in terms of social media, in terms of the agencies, okay, that protect people that aren't, that protect homeowners, that protect business owners, okay? So again, you have the Better Business, you have the state agency for real estate insurance, contracting. So again, guys, when people are taking advantage of you, don't feel this is their marketing plan. This is their scheme. This is big business scheme, is to try and aggravate you so bad that you wind up paying it. Just like when you call a Geico, when you call a Verizon, when you call a Sprint, okay, you're on hold. Half of them are automated machines, okay? They make it so frustrating to you, and this is their sales pitch, to make it so frustrating to you. Again, not any consideration for what's going on in your life, okay? Not any consideration that if it was somebody in their family or a friend of theirs or their child that was being put through something like this, it'd be a totally different story. And on top of it, you're not paying machines, okay? On top of it, you're not paying people much to answer your phone. So guess what? Who really cares? They don't care that you're being complained to. They don't care that they're being yelled at. They're used to it. That's what their $5 an hour does for them. This is why you see half of these big corporate companies, all their call centers are out of the country. Okay? Because again, just like industry, just like why we get all our other products made outside the US, because people are spoiled in the US. People get money in the US. You have the ability to make it here. Most people are working for nothing. And this is what big corporations do. And on top of it, when you're not working for nothing, when there's nothing in it for you, what do you care that you're being yelled at on the phone? Nothing's coming out of your pocket. So this is the type of big business and bad business that you deal with all the time. Again, you deal with realtors all over the place. Billboards, radio, social media. We'll sell your house in 3 months. If we don't sell in 3 months, we'll buy it back for you. We'll buy it back from you. But people don't research. People don't ask questions. Well, what are you going to buy it back from me from? Is it going to be market value? Or are you just going to buy it from me at 30 cents on the dollar like these realtors are offering out there? Because they're trying to make money off of you as investors. If they can't sell your home, they'll offer it to you at a cheaper price. And most people are in positions that they need the money. Most people, like we say, are one paycheck away from losing their homes. Okay? So these people fall right into it. But again, it's because you don't protect yourself, because you don't keep records. Why do you think MAC cards, credit cards are out there, or debit cards? I call them MAC cards. Because you just swipe, and you don't know where your money's going, nor can you account for your money. Why do you think they want to do everything online? Because back in the day, you kept a record of all your stuff. Now people are too lazy to keep a record of it and expect others to do them for them. So again, guys, if you're not preaching good business, if you're not doing good business with people, okay, this is what happens, and this is what you need to do. However you've been wronged by a company, however, and don't tell me you haven't, whether it's a credit card bill, a cell phone bill, a car bill, whatever it may be. All of these big businesses, their sales pitch is to either say that they're going to call their lawyer like Arthur J. Henn did to me. Oh, you're a big guy. I'm scared. I'm feeling a little threatened. Of course, everybody pulls the big guy card on me. Okay, when I'm way too smart for that. And on top of it, what I explained is what I was going to do right now. I'm going to go over my social media, and I'm going to give my views. I'm going to give my experience. That's what the internet is for. And if you go on the internet, most people are looking for your views and your ratings and all that stuff. That's what people go by. So exactly what I said I'm going to do is go on social media and let them know my experience. Go on Home Advisor. Go on Angie's List. Put a complaint into the proper agencies. And this is how you get things done. Because people are protected by the law. And these big companies, okay, sit there and who have more money than you do as a single individual, always threaten you with their lawyer, always threaten you with lawsuits or whatever it may be, okay? And guess what? It costs them money to go to court. It costs them money if they lose. You understand? So the fact of the matter is you're making a bigger project out of everything. Instead of doing what's right, again, you don't have to be a superpowered superhero. You could just do what's right by people. And that's your superpower. Instead of doing what's right by people, people are always looking to take advantage. People are always looking to get ahead for themselves. As we say here, unity gives us power. Okay? And that's what you need to do. People cannot become united. Once you're united, you're unstoppable. And once you're united, you're able to work towards one goal. Remember, all it takes is one stop. Guys, don't be taken advantage of anymore. Again, if somebody says they're going to buy your house from you in 3 months if they don't sell it, look at the underlying picture. Ask questions. If somebody's going to tell you that they'll sell your house for free if they don't sell it in 3 months, ask questions. How are you going to make a living if you're going to do it for free if you can't sell it? There's always a hook when you hear something's too good to be true. Okay? Remember, guys, all it takes is one stop. NJ Businesses, NJ Sell It, hashtag task, hashtag NetU, one-stop realty shop. We're bringing realty to reality. We give you that real talk from Mr. Direct. Guys, always prepare yourself, always educate yourself, and remember what I'm telling you now. I said this to you first. Always keep your records, always protect yourself, and expect the worst, because that's what you're going to get. You're going to get the worst, you're going to get disappointed, and you're going to fight every obstacle. That's all life is a day of obstacles. And again, when you have an obstacle in front of you, it depends how you're going to handle it. If you're going to be a good business owner, if you're going to accept the blame, because as Brandon said the other day, it's okay to take the blame for things when you do something wrong. People make mistakes. We're not perfect. But remember, when you have those obstacles, whether you do them or whether you make a mistake doing them, it matters how you do them. It matters how you treat people. It matters how you do good business. And that's what our message is today. Do good business. Get effing focused. And don't be afraid. You have a voice. Make your voice known to people. Take the proper steps if somebody's not giving you what you want. Remember, the laws that are made up and lawyers are just a bunch of politicians running around trying to make money off people because of man-made laws. For you, there's other avenues. Educate yourself. Have a good day. All it takes is one stop. You're real estate superheroes.